Everyone, welcome back. So today is my Friday favorites and flops. I kind of have a lot of stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of start right away with one of my favorites. It's non-beauty related, but it is this Camelback water bottle. I really like this because it has like this little pump. You guys know I'm on my little weight loss journey, and this is really helpful to me to constantly have, just to remind myself. I like to be sucking through a straw thing instead of like drinking out of a bottle. So this really helps me to make sure that I'm carrying it everywhere and staying hydrated and getting enough water. It is so hot right now in Texas, so I've just been loving this. I found it at Academy. I don't know if that's everywhere. It was $19, which seems a lot, but it has like the lifetime guarantee and it is insulated. It stays cold. If I just put ice in here, it's like stays cold for a really long time. So been loving this. So I did a video this week on the new L'Oreal products. I will try and list that below just in case you're interested in them. They are the Le Matte and Lilac lipstick lines, and they're almost like in this chubby stick. The one that stood out the most to me is this one right here. It's the one I posted a picture about. It's in the color Lacquerized. It is such an interesting formula. It's just a little stick right here. I did do lip swatches in my review, or like kind of just like showing you guys swatches, but that is the color. It is like a neon, I don't even know if I just put some on. It's like a neon bright, I mean, such a stunning but super bright and bold color. Not for the faint of heart, but I absolutely love the formula of these, the lacquerized ones. I didn't particularly love the Le Matte formula. I thought it was a little bit drying, but I really love the Lilac because it has like this shiny, rich, emollient texture, and I find that it's really wears for a really long time on my lips. They do have this one extremely wearable color in the Lilac, but there are only 4 colors. There are 2 reds, more of an orange red, and then a true red. This hot fuchsia-y violet color, and then this is the more wearable one of the line. This is in the color Lacking, which is right here. They just have such a nice shine, and I find them really easy to wear. A lot of people said they had a hard time finding them. I've heard a ton of people say that they're showing up in a display at Target, and they're just like, they're not on an end cap, but they're like at Target on top of the L'Oreal. Target has, I know my Target and several other Targets have just been putting them up top, and they have like a space up top. Of the regular collection, they have the space for the limited edition collection. So check there. If you don't see them on an end cap, check in the aisle in that space above the regular collection. Love these, and I highly recommend them. Okay, so the eyeshadow that I was wearing in that video, a lot of people said they really love the look. It is something that I have worn several times this week, and I've gone between 2 bases that are pretty much the same. The first one is from Benefit, which I have almost the whole line of these Benefit Creaseless Cream eyeshadows, which I think I'm going to film a review on these. I absolutely love this color. This is in Birthday Suit, and it's like a taupey, almost like a brownish taupey color, and I really, really like it. These are extremely creamy, and I find that they apply really nicely and layer very well. So that is in Birthday Suit. This is a great like everyday color on a great everyday eye base. So that one is Birthday Suit from Benefit. So I have been putting that down, and this other one down, which is a very similar color. This is the Tarte Emphasize, and this is the Waterproof Cream Eyeshadow, and this is in the color Slate. And it has dried out a lot since I first got it, but it has, this one just has a little bit more, it's a little bit darker, and it's a little bit, see, this one's a little bit lighter, a little bit more metallic. This is darker, taupey, or a little bit of a plum tone to it. So both are beautiful, and I have been loving using both. That I filmed of the L'Oreal, the new L'Oreal lipsticks. That video I had the Benefit one down, and then I've been putting YDK from the Naked 2 palette, which is this color right here. It has been a color I've kind of looked over for a long time. It's a little bit powdery, which is why I looked over it. So that is the color right there. And I find when I put it down over a base or like get it wet, it's just such a gorgeous, almost rosy taupe color. and it just applies and so beautifully over these. If you put it over the Tarte one, the eye is a little bit smokier, a little bit darker. If you put it over the Benefit one, it's a little bit more metallic and a little bit brighter. So, and this rosy tint really comes out. So I've been loving the eyeshadow over, and now you could use any base and put this eyeshadow over it. You don't need those two. I just have really particularly been loving that combination and I just have put, in the video, I put Tease from this palette in the crease, which is such a nice, like, almost mauve-y transition color. So really love that combination, and I've worn it several times, particularly in that video, and I did get a lot of comments on that people liked it. It just really looks, all you have to do is do that and like a little bit of something in the crease. Even the mauve color from the Lorac Pro palette would be pretty in the crease. I'm surprised I kind of looked over that shadow for so long. So if any of you guys have the Naked 2 palette and you kind of look over that shadow because it is a little bit powdery, there is some fallout on it. So just be careful. Maybe just wet your brush or apply it with a flat brush and really press it into the base that you lay down. I just find when you're applying it over a base, it just has something more to stick to and it lasts longer and it kind of brings out that metallic shine more, because when you swatch it, it just swatches beautifully. But you know, when you're putting your brush in it, it is a little bit crumbly. So that's just a warning. For my face, something I have really loved and I've talked about a million times, I think it's just awesome, is this Murad Clarifying Cleanser. They do have a smaller version of this I've seen at the checkout of Sephora and Ulta for either $8 to $10. It's a great size. It lasted me forever to be able to try it out to see if you like it. It has salicylic acid in it, and it's basically reduces 99% of irritating surface bacteria in less than 1 minute. It has a time-released medication. I love using this with my Clarisonic Mia. I feel like it just is so refreshing to my face. This has like a little bit of a cooling effect in it. I wouldn't recommend it to be taking off your mascara. So I always take off my mascara with the Sephora Cleanse Off Oil, and then I clean my face with this. And I really feel like it gets rid of all of the dirt and it really helps to unclog my pores and kind of get rid of that bacteria that causes breakouts. Now the thing about Murad is they have an awesome line for anti-aging and acne. So if you find that this is too drying for your skin, if you know that things with acne medication in it tend to dry your skin out, then I would suggest this one, and it's also from Murad, and it's the Time Release Acne Cleanser. It does the same thing, but this has a cream consistency. It's like a cream gel consistency. It is so rich and just really nice, feels really nice, and it does give a hydration to the skin. So you're washing your face, cleaning out those impurities, but also hydrating your skin at the same time. So I love these. This one has a little bit less salicylic acid in it, but it still has some. It has this one has 1.5. So you are getting more medication with this, but you're getting the medication and hydration with this. So it's really about your skin type. I kind of go back and forth between the two of these, and I love them both for the fact that, you know, if I'm feeling like my skin is a little bit dry, but I still am having some breakouts, I will go back to this. And if I'm feeling like, you know, my skin is pretty hydrated, I'll go back to the Clarifying Cleanser. I just love these. They're preventative and help me really control having any breakouts. And I just really have been enjoying them. They have a very pleasant smell, and they just feel really good on my skin and get my skin really, really clean. Another combo that I have been loving is this little eye combo. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I seriously cannot say enough good things about this. It's with collagen and vitamins C and K, and the color that I have is neutral medium, and I thought that that would be a little bit dark, but it really is a good color. It said that I think 70% of skin tones would fit into this color. You literally need the smallest amount, and it's a full coverage, very emollient, hydrating concealer for under your eyes. And what I've been loving is I will just put a little bit of it on, and I use this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. This is from Samantha Chapman, and I got it at Ulta. And I just kind of like rub it in with a little bit with my fingers, and I kind of go over and buff it out. I kind of go over it and like buff it out under my eyes like this, and I just really feel like I love this brush. It kind of gets right in there. I love this brush because I feel like it really gets in there and buffs. It gives me the ability to move the concealer around. Since it is a thicker concealer, I like to apply it first with my fingers and kind of warm it up, and then I will go in and buff around and kind of just move it and press it into my skin with this brush. I loved this combo, and I really, really love this product. I do want to do a video using this so I can show you guys how I conceal and highlight my under eye area. If you guys would be interested in that, let me know. But I highly, highly recommend this, especially if you have dry under eyes. I find this extremely hydrating and perfect for aging skin. If you have, I mean, this is perfect for covering dark circles, but also what it's great for is just if you have aging skin, keeping that hydration under the eyes. Really been loving this combination, and I always highly recommend these Samantha Chapman Real Techniques brushes. I think they're awesome and such a great price. You can get a set for a pretty good price, and you can always use your Ulta coupons on those. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a full face tutorial with Rouge Bunny Rouge products. I've done a demo on their foundation, the Skin Sanctuary foundation, and I absolutely love that foundation. It gives such a flawless coverage. I have gotten some products from Rouge Bunny Rouge, and I'm going to be doing a full look. But I couldn't wait to show you guys this bronzer because I'm that obsessed with it. Between this and my Bobbi Brown bronzer in Golden Light, I just like, those are the two that I have been going between, and I love them. So this is the color, and it's in the color At Another Way Cove, and look how adorable this packaging is. So it has a nice big mirror and like a powder. It comes with this and like a little powder puff, and this color, oh, it's so smooth. Almost applies like a blush bronzer on my skin. It's just the perfect consistency, and it blends in, and I mean, like when you guys see, there's the color right there. It looks like it's super orange, but I've been using it to completely bronze up my whole face, and I love the color that it brings to my face. I use the Real Techniques either buffing or multitask brush, and I kind of just buff it around the perimeter of my face, and it blends into the skin so beautifully, and I just love the color that it brings to my skin. So be on the lookout for the full face tutorial. You can see it in action, but I mean, this is how it looks on the skin. But in that tutorial, you'll be able to see me apply it and like the difference of the before and after. And sometimes I know that that is what makes the difference when I see it applied, and I'm like, oh, you're right, that makes such a difference. So love, love, love this bronzer, and I highly recommend it. It's smooth. It's not like it's not like really powdery. It's almost like creamy and just applies so nice. Okay, so now for my flop. I got this hair removal wax strip kit from Sally Hansen, and I had seen someone do a demo on it, and I thought, okay, well maybe I have a waxing system, and I was gonna do a video on it. I keep putting it off and forgetting, but I keep meaning to do a video on how I've been waxing my eyebrows and my like lip area for a very long time. So it sounds so gross to talk about waxing your lip, but let's get real. Sometimes you gotta take care of the stash. So I got this because I thought these would be really, really nice and work for that. Holy cannoli. Can I just say it ripped the snot out of my lip. Like, I didn't even try it on my eyebrow. It comes with these strips, and it just like, you pull one of them off. So just like one of these is 2 applications. So you separate them out, and then you kind of like press it. Like what I did was press it on my lip. You warm it up between your hands. Then you press it on your lip, and then you like pull it taut and like rip up. Woo! It rips that and like your skin up. I did one side, and I was seriously like, I can't do the other. I can't. It's almost like getting one ear pierced as a child and being like, nope, forget the other. That's why people do those son of a guns 2 at a time, because once you feel how bad this side hurts, you almost just want to go twosies, because you just don't want to do the other side because it hurt so bad. And I'm not weak at waxing my lip and wax things, but this wax is so waxy. I don't know what it is, but it's almost like, since it's stuck to plastic, that like the plastic of it, it just like, it just really felt like it ripped the hairs up even more than regular waxing. So when I wax regularly, I put it on and then I press on it with like a I don't know what the word is, but like that strip, but it's like, you know, fabric almost, and you just rip that up, and I feel like it just doesn't hurt as much. It still gets everything up. My friends are convincing me to do threading on my upper lip and my eyebrows because they say that waxing over time can give you that freckle and discoloration mustache. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard about that. So honestly, I'm considering it now after hearing that because I don't want any like discoloration mustache. I just wanted to let you guys know that this was, and then it has like a little cooling gel that you put over, and that does diddly because at that point my lip felt like someone had like ripped the entire thing off and like my teeth were exposed. That's just my opinion. It seemed a little harsh, so I just wanted to throw that out there. Just if anyone was thinking of starting at home waxing, that's probably just not the way to go unless you like to keep your lip. Last thing, which I am so excited about, but is one of my favorites, absolute favorites, is my friend Sarah from BeautyBuzzHub here on YouTube. We've gone back and forth for a year now, and we've been friends. She is coming to see me tomorrow, so we're gonna try and maybe film like a haul or some videos together, and so that you guys can see us together. But I'm really, really excited, really thankful and grateful that she is coming down to see me. And if any of you guys live in the area, let us know. I think we're going to go shopping in Houston, so maybe we could plan like some little Houston meetup. So I'm really looking forward to that, and you guys will probably see some pictures and whatnot. But you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you have an even better weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.